figure something out later. I'll remember who I was going to talk about because I'm so excited because I had a relevant statement about factory units and I was going to be all smooth and like incorporate it, but it didn't happen. So I guess I will take a drink because I am thirsty. Delicious. Once again, I enjoy my sodas. Phoenix is on the prowl looking for expansions. Always a good decision. They're going to scout out this command center and they will be able to actually lift this SCV and destroy it. As you can see, not what you want to be if you're a little SCV building. Again, no turrets here preventing these Phoenix from coming in, but these Marines will definitely go for going down. They're trying to pop a free mule. However, it's not going to happen, but the mule will just sit there because DREWbie, not really paying attention, is going to just leave him there to do his little mule thing. Sensor tower going up for DREWbie, one of those very underrated tools in the Terran arsenal. I wish more people would build them. They're very nice. You can see where units are coming in, especially for warp prisms, drop stuff like that. Minigun looking to secure his fourth as well. Gonna go back to his base, check his tech structures real fast here. More kids are down. The Twilight Council just coming out, so GT is definitely not an option. However, the Templar Archives are coming down, so Storm, Templar definitely going to be seen here. A good choice because of the heavy bio build we have seen from DREWbie thus far. However, Thors are out on the field. They had the +1 attack upgrade, so they will be dishing out tons and tons of damage to those units. Great job with his expansions. However, I'd like you to note, Minigun has caught up on bases at this point. He is able to use his Chrono Boost to saturate. Phoenix is looking once again, making sure that DREWbie is not getting too far ahead on those expansions. However, a relatively small force size for Minigun. A ton of Colossi though, and as we know, Colossi are just so good. It's the Terran bio ball. However, Thor's very resilient, very tough, hard units to kill, but these Marines are so squishy. Those Marauders are so vulnerable to the extended lance of those Colossi. Fairly scary damage from both players. Again, macro going on and on and on. Let's see, is Storm going to be? Yes, Storm is coming out, Chrono boosted out in fact, because Templar is so good against Terran. Looks like DREWbie may be posturing for an attack, scanning ahead, seeing what's going on, kind of alerting Minigun to the fact that he is going to attack. These Thors walk in front, being able to take out the cannon, no problem. Big battle coming here. Looks like a lot of Vikings here for DREWbie. However, tons and tons of Phoenix is so very good, as I was saying, against Vikings. And all these Colossi wreaking havoc on the Terran bio ball. Looks like, however, a lot of the Colossi are going to be whittled down by the Vikings. But when it comes to Phoenix just doing so much work, all the bio is gone, but these Colossi are now having to defend themselves. Phoenix is barely taking care of business in the skies, and DREWbie not enjoying how that battle turned out. Minigun must be very minimal defenses here. DREWbie is in big trouble. That bunker's going down. Really, back up to the battle. Nothing really to stop this attack from Minigun at this point. Obviously needs to pull back, DMPing all these units, but it's not really going to matter because he has nothing really to fight. 3 Marauders and 2 Vikings coming out here. He's going to try to hold the line against 3 Colossi and 4 Marauders. Definitely going to be able to hold them off, but a lot of damage has been done by Minigun. Not what DREWbie wants to see. That wants to deal with how these Colossi are in jeopardy. These 3 Vikings having a field day because there is no anti-air. Stalkers and a Phoenix that ward these Vikings away, and they are all going to go down. Not what you want to see. Oh. DREWbie actually being a little with those Vikings against the Phoenix. However, they're not very good against them. Another factory going down here from DREWbie. I would really like to see another drop from DREWbie. I feel like his harassment has definitely been limited by the battles that have taken place in the middle. He's having to focus all his units right here. Constant attacks from Minigun. And honestly, Thor's great unit, but Storm's finally coming out. The Storm is out. Not what DREWbie is going to be happy with. More Colossi come from the side. Sandwiching DREWbie's units here is bad time if you're a Terran player. Using everything he's got to hold off his Protoss attack. SCV's coming out here to repair the Thor, keep it alive, and Minigun once again forced to pull back because of the Viking count. Has been crucial to stay in this game to keep it, but he's losing Vikings left and right here from this photon cannon. Not really what you want to see. DREWbie finally getting a little center control, recomposing himself. Units streaming out a bunch of SCVs. Oh, and Minigun declaring he in fact has Storm Troll facing Drewbie. As we saw in the last battle, Storm is very, very potent against the Terran army. Again, 5 bases for each of these players. However, the main is mined out. The natural getting very low for both players here. So really, 3 bases, 3 bases. Macro game, very cool to watch. I'm waiting for Drewbie to do some more. I would really like to see some more drops from Drewbie. He's getting stuck in the middle, and you don't want to battle Protoss army to army. They're very, very powerful, especially if you're not in a great position as Terran. You really have to have the perfect concave if you're going to wipe out a Protoss army. Getting back to the game, we're seeing that carrier void ray transition that I was talking about is so very powerful. Very, very good. Void rays here. Carriers are on the way. Very, very good against the Terran player. We have the +1 air attack upgrade. Very good. 1-1 for our Protoss infantry ground units, I guess you'd call them. And looking like Minigun wanting to put a little pressure on these outside expansions. All 3 ghosts getting destroyed, but a great EMP goes up. Storms coming down on the Terran bio ball. And not a good position if you are Drewbie. His units are not all attacking at once. Great decision making by Minigun, but he's got to be careful because a lot more bio than he anticipated is going to wipe out both Colossi as well as these Stalkers. And Drewbie saying die, die, die. He finally has killed a Protoss army, but it was the position concave right here. Not awesome positioning here by Minigun. Minigun not happy with how that battle went down. Immediately, Drewbie loading up, looking like he's going to go do a drop. Exactly what he needs to do to get back in this game. It's only been 20 minutes, and I've been drinking so much soda. I'm parched. Someone gave me some advice about it was milk and honey for my throat because talking so very much, so quickly for so long is very, very rough on your voice. And I sound like I've been smoking after I do a few of these. So, not exactly what I want. Charge lots here, definitely the counter for Marauders. Not what you want to see if you are Drewbie, and carriers coming out. All sign if you are a Terran player. The carriers are very, very powerful. Something you just don't want to run into as a Terran player. Looks like another drop coming down here. Thor drop in the back of the base. Now they're taken out by some very rough and tough Zealots. Going to kill that Thor. Drewbie not microing and saving his Thor whatsoever. Kind of sad. But carriers here for a Minigun looking to do some damage. It looks like we have probe transferring, and the dropship's still here. I'm interested to see when he moves. That Stalker is going to go take that out. There we go. Back to Drewbie's army. Looking very scary. Once again, the Thors. 3 attack, no armor though. I would like to see the armor. It makes them so much more robust. Again, 3 attack, 1 armor for our infantry. So definitely working on the upgrades. We have Protoss air weapons level 2 on the way for Minigun. Big armies here. Posturing to attack. Looks like the first time the our carriers are going to engage. Lots of intercepts all around. Storms coming down. EMP at the same time hitting the Protoss army. And looking very, very good for Drewbie. Minigun forced to pull back. Just too many points. He's going to lose both these Archons, which is very, very sad. If you are Minigun, having to pull back to keep these carriers alive, they are so very, very expensive. And Drewbie looking to pull back, not the battle he wants to get into. Again, Templar being warped in. I believe the Khydarian amulet is complete. It is. So as soon as the Templar warp in, they are able. Oops, I've got an observer coming over here. I just want to follow him because he is important later on. And looks like we're going to see some Blink Stalkers. Going to be blinking up. Observer, got to be careful he doesn't die. Blink Stalker's going to knock that out. And oh no, the sensor tower is going to go down. So definitely information lost for Drewbie. Very careful there. Blink Stalker's blinking up into the base, going to free barracks. Definitely not a good thing for Drewbie. Now we want to see. However, he's going to scan and kill that observer. Poor little guy, never had a chance. In the base, however, Miniguns, Blink Stalkers killing barracks left and right. Looking to take down these expensive reactors. All these add-ons, very hard to replace if you are a Terran player. These 2 Stalkers definitely gonna stay in the base and do more damage. But attack here from the Vikings here from Drewbie looking to pick off some Colossi. Obviously not going the way you want to go with all these Vikings. Terrible damage at this point. Bad position, bad choice there by Drewbie to go with those Vikings. Tons of Blink Stalkers here from Minigun. Very good units. However, kind of the Swiss Army knife of the Protoss army, kind of do it all, but not super great at any one thing. And but obviously using them, doing significant damage to the base here of Drewbie. And another observer posted up right here, so we can blink more stalkers, and looks like exactly what he's gonna do. Stalkers blinking up into the base. The shift Q blinking is really cool. If you can see guys do that, it's like super duper awesome. Another scan going down here from Drewbie's gonna that observer as well. But production damage, very, very bad. If you are the Thors are take so very long to build. Losing production facilities, anything like that is going to be very, very problematic. However, the Vikings landing going to catch these stalkers, but sacrificing most of his Vikings in the process. Great micro here by Minigun, trying to keep his stalkers alive as long as possible, blinking out of there and saving his units. So very key. Both players expanding to the islands at this point. All these bases are going to be getting close to being mined out here soon. I mean, the gold is completely gone here for Drewbie as well. Almost, I mean, running on fumes here for Minigun. But still, 3 mining bases for each player. So lots of cool army units coming out here. More carriers here, built-up interceptors for Minigun. Very, very, very high tech. Look at the production tab real fast. It goes like halfway across screen. Drewbie just building everything. +2 armor upgrade as well as the ship plating. He's getting every upgrade under the sun. A Raven finally coming out here. 2 Ravens. Very good choice against Protoss. PDD is so good against the Blink Stalkers that we have seen Minigun kind of mold his army into this massive Blink Stalkers, and the PDD completely nullifies those attacks. So it's very, very good. And doing that, looks like Minigun coming over here, posturing for. Oop, let's get back there. Once again for another attack. And he's going to try to supply this big army by Drewbie. Looking to do a little damage at the fortress. Looks like mass repair definitely going down.